Hi guys, welcome back. Next round of the San Andreas Touring Car Championship Season 2. Today we will race the Union Grain 3-way, a track created by my teammate Sugar-Free Nos. And this is round 7 of the event. So halfway through the season, currently I'm in second position for the championship. And O'Darn going for the Vista Comets is in first. So I have to make up points, and this is a really good opportunity because, as you see, I'm starting in second position and O'Darn is all the way in the back of the grid. So let's see how it goes. Off we go into lap 1, following Doom Penguin. You see I have a slightly better start. Maybe I can make a move into turn 1 because I'm close here, but he's going on the inside. So I decide to go on the outside and try to take a wider line to have a better speed into turn 2, which I'll manage, but the speed is not enough to actually catch up, so I'll stay behind him. And here I'm right at his bumper, trying to get onto the right side and the left side, but he's always in front of me. No way to get past here without probably causing a collision. Up the hill. This turn is so much fun. I really enjoy this. Stick to the apex. And then here I have to back off a bit because I couldn't see the apex because Doom Car was just so close in front of me. So I decided to back off and give myself some space to actually see the turn and don't crash. So that was really exciting start. Such a tight battle with Doom. For the first couple of turns, but I couldn't manage to get past, so now I have to back off a bit, get into the rhythm and try to pass him when the opportunity comes. And here you see we already created a 2-second gap to the guys behind us, and right now behind me is my teammate Sugar-Free Nos, which is pretty good for the Tinkle Motorsports team at the moment, second and third. We really need the points to catch up to the Vista Comet team, and for that really need Sugar-Free Nos to do his best, and at the moment he's really in a good position. But let's focus on Doom. I have to catch up to him because in the championship I'm currently I think about 40 points behind O'Darn, and that is quite a lot because we only have 6 races left, so like still the chances are still there to win the championship, but I really have to start winning races now constantly and him scoring less points than me, because if he's not, then it's gonna be really tough to win this championship. But as I say, never give up, so I'm trying my best. And here you see I'm in second position and he at the moment I think he's somewhere around 10th, so it looks pretty good, but still 12 laps to go. And here you see myself following Doom Penguin in the Coquette. Really, those cars, the Carbonizer and the Coquette, are really close together, as you see for the track. Slight differences in acceleration and top speed. Top speed not too much, but like acceleration uphill, it's just a slight difference. But it really makes it fun to race against other cars that have the same pace, but I really have different strengths. That gives the whole event a lot of diversity, so that's really good. And here you see I had a better turn there. Could make up probably a few tenths to Doom. And into this turn here, you really want to go over the grass and just miss that wooden pole on the inside. Just keep as much speed as possible. And here you see Doom hits the ref limiter, and I go wide, hit the ref limiter too, so that would have been an opportunity to actually pass Doom, but I wasn't able to because you saw I just ran wide, hit that sign, and those signs on the outside there, they really slow you down because in the sand they kind of grab you and slow you down. There Doom, you see he goes really wide there, almost hitting that wooden pole, but everything is fine at the moment. we already created a 4-second gap to my teammate Sugar-Free Nos in just 2 laps. And now lap 3, I'm 1 second behind him into the hairpin, where you see, I think in the first hairpin I actually can catch up a bit to him, and also this part of the track, the acceleration out of the hairpin, just a slight bit. But here on the uphill section, Doom again pulls away from me with the power of the Coquette, pinnacle of American engineering. Oh no, that was the Banshee, I don't know. Was it the Banshee or the Coquette? You decide for yourself which car you like better. But here you see Doom and myself just driving parallel through, like going parallel. How you say that? Like, we just follow each other. Let's just say, like, I follow him. And here you see just a tiny mistake by Doom. Just slips a bit, loses the rear. And that cost him a lot of speed on the uphill section, so I managed to catch up, try to go on the outside, carry more speed around, but then just a bit too sloped there on the outside, lose a bit of grip, lose a bit of speed, but I'm still in a good position, so the pressure is on again. Stay on the inside, I don't lose the rear as Doom, so I'm now having a good chance to pass him. Stick to the inside, just stick there and then brake late, go on the inside and get the move done. Really good. Here, racing against Doom, he stick to his line. I think in the end he told me that he probably thought about blocking me on the inside, but then the moment he steered towards me, he like lost a bit of speed and couldn't get on in front of me, so that's why I actually managed to stay up front. That's how it stayed for the next 4 laps, and now we are in lap 7, and you see on the map, Doom and myself, we created quite a big gap to the rest of the field, and Doom, he's still about 2 seconds behind me, but I decide to go for a pit stop, and this is probably the best pit stop I ever had. It is just so smooth, over the dirt here, left, and then back onto the track. I'll manage to stay in front of Doom, which I actually wasn't expecting, and he just comes a bit closer and a bit closer, and I was quite having the thought that he could cut in on me, go onto the inside. So I went onto the inside, lifted the gas, and I don't know why I didn't brake harder, but I didn't, and went wide in the hairpin, allowing him to pass me again. So that wasn't what I was aiming for. I actually, after I noticed that I could stay in front of him, I wanted to stay in front of him, but it just didn't work out. So I have to deal with that now, and have to pass him on the track again, or at least stay as close as I can. And it is really important on this track to not lose time, because as you saw, Doom was only 2 to 3 seconds behind me, and the pit stop is really short, so you don't lose a lot of time. So only those 2 seconds can already make difference between winning and losing. So at the moment I'm in the advantage because I have 1 pit stop and Doom has 0 pit stops, and I'm only 1.3 seconds behind him. So if he does his pit stop now, I can still pass him again, so I'm still in the advantage. And on lap 9 I slowly managed to creep up to him, getting closer and closer. Just really small steps, like 1/10 here and just a few thousandths there. Not too much, but I was feeling that I'm getting closer. But it was too tough to get past Doom, so I started to think about actually taking my 2nd pit stop in this lap. But I wasn't quite sure if I should, because you see the difference between him and myself here is about 3 car lengths, 4 car lengths, and I wasn't sure if I should go for the pit or not. But in the end of the lap, I actually decided to do it, so to pressure Doom more for the next laps, because then he's 2 pit stops down. That would roughly cost him about 3 or 4 seconds. So I knew if I can maintain it, like, or close the gap to him again after the pit stop, then I have a good chance to win the race. So that's why I decided to go for the pit. And here you see I only have 0.5 of a second leeway to him. And I just decide here, go for the pit, try it, and just try to close the gap now. And that's what I did. I pushed really hard, and
maybe slow, but I'll take up every lane.
Here you see I have 2.9 seconds leeway to him, so I have to maintain this gap, because if he goes for the pit and I lose time, like one mistake here could actually lose me the race, because we were so close together for the whole race for the last 23 minutes that it was really important to not make any mistakes. As you seen, like my overtake, my first overtake on Doom, that was really just because he spun out just a slight bit, like a little tiny error that probably cost him half a second but allowed me to pass him. So the battle was really tight, and I just focused on getting closer and closer to Doom, because I really need to win this race, as I explained earlier. And now I think, oh darn, he's made up his way to the top 3, so he's like close to the top 3, I think, battling with the 4th and 5th for place 3. Also my teammate, he was in that battle, so he was up to making a podium finish, so I had to score as high as I could, so that would be a win. And here I'll again think I made the right decision. I think here 1.5 seconds to Doom. As you see, after my pit stop I made up 1.5 seconds, and now I'm only 1.5 seconds behind him, which is really good, because now if he takes his pit stop I can pass him probably, and that is really important. I will explain that later. We now look at what Doom does in lap 10. He still hasn't done any pit stops, and now he is going for his first pit stop. And there he goes into the pits, comes out in front of me, goes to the inside to cover that, and I'm on the outside, and you know the first chicane here is really difficult, and I make the pass. That was so important for this race that I get that pass done. And here, don't do the same mistake as last time, don't brake just a bit earlier than before, and he goes onto my inside, kind of pushes me a bit to the outside, but in the end I managed to pass him. And that was a really important move, because if I would have ended up behind him and then he was actually able to pull away from me, then I wouldn't have won the race. So that was really important. So here we see myself in first place, Doom Penguin in third, and as I said, O'Darn made it up to third position. Really good job from O'Darn. And my teammate Sugar-Free Nos in fourth position, so really good result for the Tinkle Motorsports team with a first and fourth finish. So I hope you enjoyed that race, and stay tuned for race 8. Bye bye.